I got my bench up from 135 to 185 as a beginner. I can help you get there in the less time than it took me to get there. Here's what I look like. There are 3 sections in this mini course. 1, why you make no progress. 2, the actual training. And 3, the workout. Let's get started. Reason number 1, you don't eat enough or you eat shit food. I'm not here to tell you that junk food is bad. You already know that shit, but you still eat it. Cut that shit out. Stop eating fucking junk food. But then again, some skinny guys, they be saying, yo, I eat a lot. I eat enough. I eat loads. You don't eat loads. You just eat loads of bullshit. That's all. So stop eating all that processed shit, and replace it. Replace that shit with good food. There's a bunch of diets out here. People telling you, yo, eat this, eat that. I'm gonna make it straight, very simple. Just eat meat. What is the carnivore diet? It's in the name, carnivore. If you went to school, you would know that carnivore is the opposite of omnivore. You probably don't even know what those mean. A complete opposite of vegans. Just eat meat, eggs. People always say, oh, that's TikTok meal. Well, they're fat as fuck. Or they're skinny as fuck. So who really cares? Just eat that. You will get amazing results eating just that. It's going to take away your brain fog. Meat is like a superfood. It's going to help you so much. So why would you actually eat only meat? Well, the only reason I see you can't do it is because you're stupid and say, I don't think that's going to work for me. 1, and because it's expensive. Those are the only 2 reasons. It is not crazy expensive, but it is heavy on the pockets. So if you still live with your parents, then maybe try sneak in a little bit more meat than you normally do. Maybe they'll allow it, maybe they won't. Just do it every week. Every time you go grocery shopping with them, hey, can I get this? Can I get this? Instead of your usual fucking Doritos. What else? I don't even know what you eat. All that fat shit that you be getting instead. Red meat. Specifically, tell her to get red meat. Chicken, yeah, chicken's good, but that's more like cutting. You need like red meat, the fatty shit. You need the steaks. That's what you need. What are the actual benefits of eating steak and eggs? Apart from being heavy on your pockets, eating like this is way beyond worth it. Why do I say this? Because when I wasn't eating like this, I would just wake up and I just wouldn't want to do shit. A full nights of rest, sit there and wake up and just didn't want to do nothing. I mean, I still did what I had to do, but it didn't have like that zest, that feeling of, yeah, I'm gonna wake up, I want to do it. It's more of just, I'm gonna do it because I have to do it. But when I started eating it, not even like 2 days in, my brain, it just went. I couldn't even like comprehend that. Oh, my brain is really this powerful. I could really feel like this every single day, and I've been feeling like this every single day. I've been feeling amazing, just eating only red meat. The brain fog is almost completely gone. It comes back here and there. Sometimes you sit down and I just scroll. Sometimes when I scroll, like for over like 20 minutes, it feels so weird. It feels so bad. It feels terrible, and it like reminds me of how I used to sit there and scroll for hours and feel like that and be, oh, this is totally normal. It's because I haven't actually felt the power of like what I can feel day in, day out after I started eating red meat. In the carnivore diet, there are no carbs, but you can mix in a bit of rice. You can mix in a bit of rice, a little bit of fruits, and a little bit of stuff. But it has to be mostly meat, and it has to be red meat. You can have chicken, but it's not. Chicken isn't gonna give you that man strength, that big boy shit. So not only after following the carnivore diet for only a couple of days did my brain fog almost completely disappear, I felt more like a man. What do I mean by this? I'll wake up with a hard dick, bro. Like some people, I didn't even know. Like before, I did wake up with like morning wood, but it was like, you just sitting there like that. It just feels limp. You just don't feel. You don't feel like you don't feel like a man. You just sitting there like, damn. And you just wake up, go do whatever you want. You just sit there and just rub one out. Before I started eating the carnivore diet, I didn't wanna fuck. I just didn't want to do none of that. I'll just sit there. Oh, I don't even really feel it. That's not how you're supposed to feel. You're not supposed to sit there and just be fucking asexual. As a young man, a young teenager, you have to feel. You're supposed to feel like, oh, I wanna crack. I wanna do this. I wanna do that. You're supposed to feel like that. People starting to now normalize. Oh, it's okay to not feel horny. Like what? You're supposed to feel like that. You're supposed to wake up and wanna go get some buns. That's how it's supposed to be. Eating Takis, burgers, and all that junk food shit. That shit is not gonna get you to there. Eating the carnivore diet. Now I'm only talking about the other benefits apart from actually benching, because if you're gonna go bench, you might as well feel amazing while you do it. Because if you don't feel good, then you don't really want to do anything in life. So do the carnivore diet, eat it. But not only that, there's like the benefits of actually benching more. Once I started eating the carnivore, not eating, is it eating? Implementing the carnivore diet, my bench went up significantly. I think around 10 pounds. I had already been stuck at like 190. I went up to like 200. You can almost feel the power once you start eating it and you push that fucking bar off your chest. You already know about all that protein shit too, so I don't really need to tell you about any of that. All you gotta know is you just gotta eat a lot of fucking protein and you're gonna make progress. Just plain up simple. And meat, the carnivore diet, is the key to that. So start it today. Start it this morning. Start it in lunch. Whatever your next meal is, try and eat only meat. It might feel weird for a little bit, but you're going to get used to it. And you're going to feel the benefits 2 to 3 days in. Second reason, you don't train hard enough. What type of results you think that you're going to get if you put in shit effort? Exactly. Shit results. Yeah, going to the gym, it's supposed to be fun and all, but that don't mean it's supposed to be easy. If you put in no type of effort, you're just not gonna make progress. You're not straining the muscle. You're not gonna grow. You're not gonna build muscle. You're not gonna get stronger. You have to put in an absurd amount of effort. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to failure, to complete failure every time. That is gonna guarantee you muscle and gains and strength, because it's gonna force your muscles to recover and strengthen for the next session, because it knows that the next session you're going to go as hard, if not harder, than the last one. You can have fun and all at the gym. It's meant to be fun. Some people don't find it fun. I find it enjoyable for me. But you got to push yourself. You got to really, really fucking try. If you don't try, you just show up every single day, you'll make gains for a little bit, maybe a year, or maybe even 2 years. But after that, you gotta put in fucking effort, bro. The gain's not gonna come on their own. You're pushing that fucking bar. You're supposed to be making, maybe not that face, but you're supposed to be making, like, you gotta look like you about to die under that bar. You gotta make faces. You gotta struggle. We always got those motherfuckers. You know those type of people just sitting on the bar, just moving the bar just to move it. It's not even hard. They just showing up just to show up. I mean, yeah, you could do that, but you just don't want to make any fucking progress if you're doing that. So maybe don't do that. What can help you is bringing a partner with you. Somebody that you actually trust, not somebody you're going to fool around in the gym. Somebody that's going to take it serious with you and that will help you improve. That is why sometimes you see some people make more progress than others, because they just push it. They just go to the fucking brink limits, just limits of their, how do they go? The limits of their body. They push the limits of their body. They just keep going until they can't no more. That's why they make more progress than other people. Somebody who's been in the gym for 2 years could be bigger than somebody who's been in the gym in 5 years. Yeah, genetics could play some role in it, but it shows how much effort you actually put in. Whatever you put in, you're going to get out. So make sure you push in a lot. But how are you going to know if you're actually making progress if all you do is just show up, train hard, and just go back home? You're going to remember all your workouts? Your shoulder workouts, tricep, chest, abs, legs. You gonna remember all of it? I ain't forget back too. Nah, you're probably not gonna remember none of it. So you gotta write it down. That's what you gotta do. And that is the third reason. So the third reason you don't make any progress is you do not track your workouts. You can't just come in and move the same weight around and expect to get stronger, right? It's dumb. If you always lifting just just 90 pounds, you lifting 90 pounds, 90 pounds, 90 pounds every day and expect to get stronger, you're going to lift the 90 pounds with ease. But if you just do only 90 pounds and never go up to 95 or 100, you're never going to get stronger. You'll always be stuck at that. Your body isn't going to push itself to strive for 100 or 120 or 160. So many people are so stupid about this shit. They just come in and just hope, oh, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to just get stronger. Yeah, it's going to work, but you can speed up that process by tracking your workout, seeing how much you bench one day and increasing it to bench more the next day by writing it down. You know how much you did last time. You try to beat that score to become stronger. And if you don't beat it, then it's fine, but you got to try. So if you go down, you don't do as much as you did yesterday, maybe you probably didn't eat something before a workout, but if it's like a dramatic big gap, that means you're probably getting weaker. You got to keep training even harder. Or if there's a big gap and you becoming stronger, you're going to see it on the page. You're going to see, I did so many more reps for the same weight as last week. I'm getting stronger. I'm packing on muscle. I'm packing on strength too. There is a concept called progressive overload. To make it a little more simple for you to understand, I'm going to tell you about the Roman ox. I don't know if this is true or not, but it's how I understand progressive overload. How it can make other people understand what it is too. So, the story goes like this. When a boy, back in Roman times, when he's a young boy, they would give him an ox, a small ox just like him around the same age, and the boy would be forced to carry that ox day in, day out. And as the boy grew, the ox grew with it. And they would both slowly become stronger. The ox would become heavier, the boy become bigger, and because he's carrying that ox every single day and growing and becoming stronger, he will grow up over a long period of time to be able to carry that big ox on his back. Ox weigh thousands of pounds. So I don't know if it's true or not, but that is the concept of progressive overload. Every single day adding more weight and more weight. The ox grew with the boy. The ox became heavier day after day, forcing the boy to become stronger and to be able to lift up a big animal that a normal person would not be able to lift up on one go. So progressive overload in basic terms is do more than you did last time. If you did 10 reps, aim for that 11th rep. Try and get that 11th rep up. Push it like your life depends on it. Because that last rep is what's going to give you that muscle growth, that strength. So that's what you have to do. You have to push for the last rep. If you do not incorporate progressive overload, you will not make any progress in the gym. Apart from your newbie gains and shit like that. That is the most important thing apart from sleep. Sleep is very, very, very important. Right now, I am awake at woke up at 3 o'clock, but I slept like at 7 or so. I'm lying. I slept at 10, I think. But sleep is very important. You have to get your sleep in. It's when you sleep, you have a good night of sleep after workout. It's like injecting steroids. I don't know if you knew that. You can go look it up. It's true. You can hit the best workout ever, eat the right foods, but if you don't sleep well, it all doesn't matter. It all goes to shit. Some people, they got good genetics, they're still gonna build muscle, but we wanna make sure we build the fucking muscle. We wanna force it. So get your 8 hours, get 9 hours of sleep. If you even can, get 10 hours of fucking sleep. That's why people grow. You literally become bigger. You literally grow in your sleep. So sleep, it is very, very important. Now, we are on the training section of this course. I can't stress enough how important it is for you to train hard and sleep well. If there were only 2 things you want to take away from this, those are the only 2 things. Train like a fucking monster. Train like your life depends on it, and you will make unimaginable progress. Day in, day out, you train like it's your last day. You will get bigger, you will get stronger, you will bench more weight. You can't build any muscle without it. If you didn't know, building muscle is very fucking painful. It is not an easy process. Your body is literally rebuilding itself to withstand more torture, basically. It is a whole process. I don't really know the process. It's like, yeah, I have no clue how the process of building muscle works, but I know it's not easy on the body, and you have to force it. I already said this before, but a guy who worked out for only 3 years, could have a way better physique than a guy who worked out 5+ years. All because he trained every day like his last. And the other guy trained only just because he trained when he felt like it and not with full intention. But if you want a more step by step, in depth guide on how to train harder, so you can build. Oh. But if you want a more step by step guide on how to train harder to build a stronger chest and build more benching strength, I have a course step by step showing you how to do it. Top link in the description. You can train hard on your own, but you can train even harder with a friend or just a spotter. Because once that bar starts going down and you push it and it won't go back up, that's when you're in trouble. So it's good to have somebody, a spotter, to bring you back up when you can't push it up. Because that's what we want to get to. We want to get to absolute failure. Push it up until you cannot push it up anymore and it literally won't go back up. That's when the spotter can help you, and that's when you build the muscle and build the strength. So get yourself a trusted guy, or maybe just somebody strong in the gym, somebody you know won't fuck up the thing, touch the bar when they're not supposed to, or just let it drop on you. Or get yourself a friend, and both of you guys can become strong as fuck. Now we're on the third section. Finally, the workout. This is what you've been waiting for, the actual workout. So, let me give you a quick analogy. If you want to play college football, what are you going to train? Tennis. You're not going to train tennis, are you? Or maybe basketball. Why the fuck would you train basketball? Why would you train tennis? Why would you train any other thing apart from football? If you want to play football, you want to get good at football, train football. I sometimes see a bunch of people, they want to build strength, but they're training like a bodybuilder. That's not what we're going to do. That's not what this is about. We want to get strength. We want to become stronger. We'll pack on muscle, yeah, but our objective is to get stronger. So how are we going to do this? We're going to maximize the strength by lifting 3 times a week. So on day 1, bench. We're going to do first set, 5 reps. Whatever your weight is. If you can only do the bar, I started only doing the bar, but if you can only do the bar, do it. 5 reps. 5 reps of that. First set. Whatever weight, you can do 5 reps. Barely 5 reps. Barely. Do that. Second set. 4 reps. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to just use the same amount of weight, but if not, bump up the weight. Now, third set. 3 reps. You should be getting fatigued now. But we're not maximizing for building muscle. We're maximizing to build strength. So we got 3 reps. And now the final one. We're going to try and lift as heavy as we can for 1 rep max. It probably won't be your maximal 1 rep max, but it's going to be pretty close. Maybe 20 pounds off or so. But we want to do that for 1 rep. On day 1, while you are doing this, let's say you are on the bench, you do first set, second set, and now you're on the third set, and you feel that you can bust out a 4th rep, bust out that 4th rep, push it up. You can get 2 more reps, do the 2 more reps. You shouldn't be able to, but you should still push it until you cannot, because that's what's going to build your muscle. If you have a couple in the tank, people say, oh, just have like 1 or 2 reps, maybe 3 reps in the tank. We want to force muscle growth. We want to force strength. So we're just going to push it, give it all we got every single set. Now the final rep, I already said, should be around 85% of your 1 rep max, or whatever you can do only 1 rep in. If you can't do that, then just literally grab the bar and just do negatives, or just push it. Have a spotter, probably. Actually, yes, have a spotter while you do this, so the bar doesn't actually kill you. You don't want to die. It's actually a pretty cool way to die, but probably very painful. But 1 rep on that. That's what we want. 1 single rep. We don't want saggy titties. If we only train our bottom chest, we will grow it, and we will have saggy titties. I don't know if you have seen that image of Tate's tits, but his shits are saggy. We don't want that. He has that because he only trained the bottom part of his chest. So what are we going to do to counteract this? We're going to do incline press. Incline press targets this top part of our chest. It's going to give it a more round look. It's going to look a little better. So, first set, we will do 3 sets of 12. Incline press. Like I said before, if you can do more, but then bring the weight up. Bring it up as you go. You should only be able to do around 12, just barely 12. So, for example, first set, you do, say you do 100. You could do 100 pounds worth of 100 by 12. Second set, maybe you probably want to bring the weight down to get up to 12. And then the third set, maybe do it again. Or if you're strong enough, you'll be able to do it with the same amount of weight. But now, on the last set, we want to do that 1 rep max again on flat bench, not on incline. You will probably tear your muscles if you do it on incline. Or maybe you won't. Maybe you're strong as hell. Maybe you can do it. But we want that 1 rep max. Maybe if you still have enough strength, you can do what you previously did. But more likely than not, you'll have to go down maybe 5 pounds, 10 pounds to get that 1 rep max. And if you can't get it after 5, 10 pounds, still try and hit it. Have a spotter for this, of course. Still try and hit it. Push it. And eventually you will be able to actually push it. After a couple of sessions, you will notice you weren't able to do it. Now you're able to do it. That is all for day 1. Now day 2, we want to do bench. You can spread these out. Do not have these all Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Do not have it like this. You need recovery. You need to recover. You have to spread them out. So on day 2, you will bench 5 reps. 5 reps on the first set. And then the second set, 4 reps. And then the third set, 3 reps. Same as before. But you want to improve. That's what you want to do. You want to push more than before. I keep stressing this over and over again. You have to push. You have to push. You have to push. If you don't push, you will not get stronger. Have that in your head. Whatever you do, you have to keep trying harder and harder each time. Now we move on to incline again. Again, we don't want saggy titties. So we're going to hit incline. Same as before. 3 sets of 12. That's all we're going to do. It is very simple. Just plain up simple. Because we are playing football. We are playing football. We aren't playing basketball. Because if we were playing basketball, we would train for basketball. Okay? Now, we are on the 3rd day. We want to do a slow warm-up. Day 3. Now, on our 3rd day is our PR day. Not really, PR day. We want to slowly warm up. Rack up the weight. Go up and up and up. Until we get to our 1 rep max. We will try and hit that 1 rep max. Whatever that is. Whether that's 160, 170, or maybe even just 135. You want to hit that 1 rep max. And then wait 4 minutes. And then take 5 pounds off. And then try to rep that out. You will probably only be able to do 1 rep. But try and rep it out. Try and push it. Just push it. Just get that 1 rep out. You get it out, you are becoming stronger. Just got to repeat it again now. Second set. No, we are on the 3rd set. 3rd set. Do that again. Take off 5 pounds. Or maybe 2.5 pounds. And push it again. Maybe it's a little more easier. So you can rep it out maybe 2 reps. But for the most part, try and get 1 rep. We want to keep doing 1 rep maxes as we slowly go down. We're on 3rd set. You go on to the 4th set. Do it for the final time. Try and push it and get that 1 rep up. We are forcing the muscle to grow. By doing this, you have no option but to force your muscle to grow. And week by week, you do this 3 weeks in a row, your PR will go up without fail. The muscle has no other option but to grow. With this type of training style, you have no other option but to get stronger. Also, like I said before, you have to get your sleep in too to be able to actually see that muscle increase. See the strength increase as well. You have to get adequate rest. You have to get good rest. In a module in my course, I go more in depth on how to actually get proper rest. There's a module in my course where I go more in depth on how to rest properly. If you do all of this, your body has no choice but to get stronger. So, to summarize everything that was said, Eat the carnivore diet. Just try it. Don't say, it don't work, it doesn't work. I tried it once. Just try it. Try it for a week at least. And you will see the benefits. You gotta lift more than you did before. And you gotta train like your life depends on it. Do all of these and you will grow without fail. I promise that you will get stronger. So now go out and implement all these things.